Hi everybody, welcome to episode 14 of Round the Twist. Phoebe's feeling a little clingy tonight. I don't know how she's gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna leave her up here for long with the panting. Gave her a... I can show off one of my mom's finished objects. I gave her a haircut this weekend. She's been insisting on wearing her sweater since. I know it's mountain colors, I think in bittersweet rainbow something. I don't know. But yeah, right after I gave her haircut, she went down and started barking at the hall closet where all the coats are kept and couldn't figure out what she wanted. Opened it up. She looked straight up at the shelf. Her sweater was sitting on it. Freaky puppy. Okay, that's enough loving for now. You weird dog. All right, so yeah, little doggy interlude, but welcome to Around the Twist. Get right into what's on the needles. Peacock sock number 2. I did get the inch that I needed done before the heel flap. Have not started the heel flap due to various other things and what I've been getting done with that. But ready for the heel flap. I'll probably work on that tonight because I've got a ton of TV watching. I've been working the last couple nights. And so sorry, she's throwing a bone around the room and chasing it. If you hear random thudding, that's her. But yeah, I'll probably get the heel flap and heel turn and hopefully the gusset started tonight on this. We'll see. See how that goes. Mom, go away. Christmas present talk time. I almost have the second pattern repeat put back on the Kitchery sock. Yay! I think I've got like 4 rows left to go. I got 6 rows on at Stitch and Bitch down at Whole Foods tonight. Amazingly. And yeah, I found another place where I hadn't exactly read the directions on that Kitchery pattern. So I've made myself a little photocopied note to put with the chart on how to do the twisted stitches. I am doing all of the twisted decreases. It helps if you actually read the part of the directions where it tells you what she means when she says knit 2 together through the back loop. It's not your typical knit 2 together through the back loop. You have to twist a stitch a certain way and then knit 2 together normally. But yeah, it's all in the pattern. It's just a case of, once again, Karen didn't read the directions. No surprise there. I'm just glad I caught it this time before it was another case of rip 2 pattern repeats up because it was looking really, really bad. It's looking awesome now. I love how it's turning out. It's actually going pretty quick. I managed to get a whole pattern repeat done at work last night and part of one done in the space of an hour and a half of chatting with people and being distracted and everything with Stitch and Bitch down at Whole Foods. And really, that's all I'm knitting right now. And I know it's weird. I can't remember the last time I only had 2 things on the needles. It's really, really bizarre feeling. I feel like I'm all itchy to cast on a bunch of stuff right now. Spinning, though. Moving on to what's on my wheel. Still the Twist and Shout, however, this very loosely wrapped softball-sized chunk of fiber is all that's left. Out of that huge bump of fiber, this is everything. So I might actually get the singles finished tonight on this and then hopefully ply them up this weekend. And so you might see a finished skein of Twist and Shout come next Wednesday. Don't hold me to it just in case it doesn't happen, but possibly. Might. Finished object of the week. The Pretty Thing cowl. Sarah's Christmas present. This is that pattern I showed you last week by the Yarn Harlot that I was only like 3 or 4 rows in on. It's done. It's so quick, you guys. It's only 61 rows. Very, very quick. I knit most of this, actually the large chunk of it while I was at work. Got to do a sewn bind off, which I had never done before, so that was something new for me. Yarn, again, was by Cables and Lace, sadly closed now, out of their Dragon Feet yarn in Karen's Hospital Blues, and I'm going to be making some fingerless mitts to go along with this. So this is only like half of my friend Sarah's Christmas present. US size 4s. 3.5 millimeter needles. I used Addi Turbos, just reiterated my, not really hatred of Addi. They have their place, but just really no love for Addi. I'm not passionately in love with them just because I like the needles a little bit pointier than what Addie's come out with. I know Addie lace are pointier. I haven't had a chance to try them yet. If I do, I will let you guys know what I think of them. But right now, I like something a little bit pointier than an Addie. But yay, it's done. It fits over my big head, so I know it'll fit over Sarah's. And I love it. I love it so much I kind of want to keep it, but then I'm kind of screwed on a Christmas present. So, another one socked away for the Christmas present bin. Excuse me. Sorry. My hands are cold. I have to keep clutching my coffee mug. Nothing special this week, just plain coffee because Coffee Mate came up with all their winter creamer flavors, so I have peppermint mocha creamer and plain old coffee. For everyone that commented a couple weeks ago when I showed the cabled sweater, I just wanted to reassure everyone I am not going to rip out what I had done. It will not be ripped. However, I did leave, oh gosh, maybe about 15 feet of yarn and broke the ball of yarn off so I can bind it off and turn it into something else because Sandy from Bunky Bobo offered to over-dye the almost 14 balls of yarn that I have left of this Lana de Oro. I was going to hand it off to her tonight, and she didn't. She had already left by the time I got to Stitch and Bitch. So hopefully next week I can drop that off with her, and I'm planning on using that to make the Aztec Maze sweater that Ann Hansen from Knit Spot designed, and I have more than enough yarn to do that with the 14 balls I have left, and I think there are either 3 or 4 balls worth of yarn in the bit that I had knit. So yeah, plenty to do that. And yeah, speaking of casting on and startitis and all that fun stuff, I might have a lot of baby knitting to do coming up. One of my coworkers told me a few months ago she was expecting and it was going to be a little girl, so I was all excited because everyone in my life has been having boys lately and I was getting sick of little boy knitting. Not that I don't think Elaine's baby, little Captain Adorable, isn't exactly that, adorable. But I wanted to knit something frilly and girly and little and pink or purple and really cute. So when Teresa told me she was expecting a little girl, I was just over the moon because I wanted to do the Baby Mine sweater that is from Blue Moon. And I mean, I've got the yarn for it. I've got a couple different colors. Oh gosh, I can't remember. The one that's all initials, the light lavender, the like KMBLFA or something like that. I've got that one, and I've got Jasper set aside for little girl sweaters. Well, then this week, she tells me when she went in for her appointment with her midwife that she's measuring in the space of 4 weeks since her last measurement of how big she was and how far along she should be. She went from measuring only 1 week ahead of her gestational age to in 4 weeks, what she should have 4 weeks of growth, she had 10 weeks of growth. She was supposed to have an ultrasound done today, and she was going to tell the technician to look around and check and make sure it wasn't twins. So if that's the case, I'm going to have a lot of baby knitting to be doing, and fairly soon. So yeah, you might be seeing some you'll see at least one baby sweater coming up soon, but I might be frantically knitting on 2. Have to wait and see how it turns out, but that's the plan for the moment. I do have a couple books I want to review for you guys. And you know what? Dang it, today's going to be a 2-parter. I am going to review at least one of them for you in the next segment. So keep your eyes peeled for part 2, and I'll see you after a bit. If you want to skip it, then I hope you have a great week of knitting.